Brethrens, were you looking for some hot ass on Hinge, but have settled for a gang-banging Warlock build to get you through the start of the end game? Well, good news. Whether you're a D4 newbie or simply taking a break from Slay the Gooner, Paragaming's long-lost cousin is here to help you cook the demon shitters of Sanctuary. This Dreadclaw build is capable of dishing out millions of damage with the correct set of charms. At Paragon 150, this bad boy sprints through pits, combines AoE and single target damage, and when you sneeze on bosses, they collapse faster than the Strait of Hormuz. Oh, I forgot the best part. This will make your friends wet. Pause. Now, you may ask, Mr. DFox, what do I need to make this build work? Well, if you don't want to listen to me babble, there's a build guide down below. This will take you to my build guide focused on the early end game. There, you will find what charms you need and all the synergies between skills, Warlock passive, Paragon notables, and aspects. But for those who cannot read, or were brought up and taught to read with their eyes closed, here's what you'll need. Firstly, let's start with the charms. We are hunting for the Harash's Shadow set, and we need at least 3 of these to enable the set 3 passive. Why? Well, this makes our shadow form infinite, you silly goose. But how? The set 3 passive enables you to leave behind shadow trails from the Sigil of Subversion, and if we dive into the skill itself, it states that while we are in the trail, we lose no stacks of shadow form. Pretty fucking wild, yeah? So Mr. DFox, what do I do if I don't have the set 3 passive activated yet? There's good and bad news. We'll have to rely on our ultimate to keep shadow form up. The good news, you can stay in shadow form and lurk on the demon gooners, but there is a downside to this. Our ultimate's cooldown does not start until we exit the metamorphosis phase. This means that during the downtime, we do next to null damage. You may as well wield toilet paper and hope the demons need to generate shit stains in your hands, rather than remove your hands from your limbs. Now that you've got the charms, what about the skills, you may ask? It's pretty straightforward. Come closer. Let's take a look. Not that close, you fucking donut. Jeez. Firstly, grab Nether Step. This is a fan-fucking-tastic mobility skill. It enhances our speed farming, and we can step through walls like Sork's Teleport or the Barb's Leap. Take the Recall Shadow's Nether Step upgrade. This will allow you to pull your active Tyrant's Grasp to your location whenever you use Nether Step. Next, let's grab the Tyrant's Grasp skill. This synergizes with Enveloping Terror Dreadclaws, casting Dreadclaw around Tyrant's Grasp each time you cast Dreadclaw. Additionally, recasting Tyrant's Grasp crowd controls enemies by pulling them and knocking them down onto their hands and knees like the little good boys they are. After that, we'll look to take the Abyssal Pit Tyrant's Grasp upgrade. This makes it an Abyss Recast Summon skill. The Abyss and Recast tags allow you to proc your Soul Shard's passive, Blasphemous Fragment. Oh yeah, for your Warlock passive, Blasphemous Fragment is our best option. Now for our next skill, we'll utilize the Summon Lalish skill. Lalish's active creates a Terror Realm for 6 seconds, generating 1 stack of shadow form each 0.25 seconds. But even better than that, Lalish passively applies vulnerable and slow to enemies. And the cherry on the tip of your little fella is that the slowing effect ties nicely into the ever-living aspect, granting us damage reduction. Metamorphosis is up next. This is our ultimate skill that gives us a big damage boost via the damage scaling node. Take the Terror Demon Metamorphosis upgrade, making it an Abyss skill. It also removes the original effect of replacing your abilities with demon form abilities, and now enables shadow form stack generation. Sigil of Subversion is just as important, as we'll take that skill next. It synergizes with the key notable, Ritualism, a huge damage boost. I haven't seen a boost so large since your Sigil of Subversion also synergizes with the set 3 passive from Harash's Shadow, as mentioned earlier. And finally, the bread and butter, the cream of the crop, the Brian Scalabrini of the NHL, Dreadclaws, our main source of damage. We'll take Cost Reduction Dreadclaws if we're struggling with Wrath generation. Otherwise, Damage Dreadclaws is King James every time. Take Ambush Dreadclaws over Vulnerable Dreadclaws node. For our Lalish summon, passively and actively applies Vulnerable. Lastly, we'll take Enveloping Terror Dreadclaws to simply double our damage when casting the skill near Tyrant's Grasp, hence giving AoE when we attack beside Tyrant's Grasp. Next, the gear. For our weapon of choice, we'll look to seek out the Litany of Sable Dagger. This dagger increases Dreadclaw's damage, but also gives it a passive ability that shoots out a line of Dreadclaw when we gain a stack of Shadow Form. Doesn't that sound horntastic? If you cannot find this dagger yet, any regular dagger with an aspect will do for now. Don't forget to temper either attack speed or crit chance onto your dagger. As to where to find it, I got lucky and transmuted a common dagger into it. If I find out which lair boss drops it, I'll drop it down in the top line of the description below. Side note, late game, I could see that the Dreadclaw passive ability and the brutal aspect could have some synergy. Time will tell, as I told your mother. For the helm, chest piece and leggings, we are wanting any combination of willpower, max life, armor, all resistances, and 1 or 2 splashes of wrath per second. Combo these pieces with the ever-living aspect of deeper shadows, and the nefarious aspect. If you're a lucky plonker like me and got some, use the Air of Perdition. If you tend to stroke it solo, use a normal helm with defensive stats and an aspect of your choosing. Wild Bolt aspect is a great choice. Even a unique helm of your liking will do the trick. For the tempering, hit all of these pieces with max life, as this increases your effective resistance too. As for the sneakers, I like to goon over the following stats: willpower, max life, movement speed, and attacks reduce, evades cooldown. This is now an affix. There are no implicits on items from what I can see. This is a handy affix but is not required, as you can substitute this affix for armor or wrath generation. Tempering wise, chuck mobility cooldown reduction on the runners so you can spam nether step. Otherwise, hit it with a movement speed temper if you're moving like WARLOCK in a river filled with mercury. Next, we have the amulets and rings. We'll socket diamonds for resistance flexibility. Otherwise, socket the gem of which elements are giving you the most trouble. In my most not-so-honest opinion, ruby greater than emerald, greater than amethyst, greater than topaz, greater than skull, greater than sapphire. Temper cooldown reduction onto the amulet, and chase stats like willpower, crit chance, crit damage, and ranks to all skills. For the rings, temper 1 resource generation on 1 ring, and shadow damage, or damage while in shadow form, on the other ring. Look for willpower, crit chance, cooldown reduction, crit damage, or attack speed as your affixes. Slap the insidious aspect on the amulet. Remorseless and binding morass aspects go on the rings. Other aspects to consider: due to summon Lalish applying slow, aspect of binding morass could be replaced with another aspect like accelerating aspect, or even brutal aspect. Oh my giddy aunt, I skipped the box bashing ornaments, the gloves. For these bad boys, we are chasing a combination of willpower, attack speed, crit chance, crit damage, and either ranks to dread claws or ranks to core skills. Drop an aspect of peril on it, and call it a day. As for the focus, we'll take what we can get, am I right, boys? No, seriously. Take whatever, willpower, crit chance, crit damage. But I do recommend getting lucky hit chance to restore wrath, as it is the tits. As for the talismans, the charms, we want all 5 of the Harash's shadow set. Once we get the set 5 passive activated, we're talking big numbers, bigger than the cell phone number your mother. For the Paragon board, all we are doing is chasing key notables and then glyph slots. Here's mine, not perfect, but only took me about 150 Paragon points to get all key notables and all glyphs slotted. Firstly, we slot Mastermind into the starting board, giving us 18 multiplicable damage while in shadow form, which we are always in. Next, we grab the Dominion board. Each time we cast Tyrant's Grasp, we get Wrath cost reduction on our demonology skills. Great news for us, Dreadclaws is a demonology skill. Slot in the Unbound Glyph here, granting us 10 multiplicable damage and 25 multiplicable wrath regeneration after we spend 50 wrath. Pretty nice if you ask your mother. After that, we'll look to grab the demonic spiders, spectacles, species, whatever the fuck it's called, board. Slot in the Eldritch Sight Glyph. Grab the key notable for more damage. Then, move up to the Ritualism board and punch in the Abyssal Glyph. Lastly, we want the Greater Hex board, comboed with the Seamonologist Glyph. For now, in the early parts of the end game, this board setup will do. As time goes on, we'll look to optimize the board and maybe change things once we discover new tech. For the Merc, grab old reliable Subo, choose the following: Wire Trap, ready at hand, Cover Fire and Opening Firing, for a nice 25 multiplicable crit damage boost. I like Variana's Bloodthirst skill as my reinforcement for the extra attack speed. And finally, the skill rotation for those incompetent newbies and gamer dads. Nether step into a group and press Metamorphosis, or simply run up to the mob and press Metamorphosis. Throw down Sigil of Subversion, Tyrant's Grasp, and summon Lawlish. Spam Dreadclaws and recast Tyrant's Grasp every now and again to proc Blasphemous Fragment. Once the area is clear, Nether step into another group, bringing your Tyrant's Grasp, and repeat. Ensure Sigil of Subversion is casted once every 15 seconds to gather the damage boost from Ritualism. When entering boss fights, you will need to manage your cooldowns to ensure all your skills are ready to be unloaded onto the boss's face, especially Metamorphosis. Otherwise, you'll be left standing around with your dick in your hand. Not fun. Speaking of not fun, making this video and not slaying the Gooners of Sanctuary. Until next time, brethrens.